off the top. She draws out her second bottom turn and hooks it one more time.
First, for me last night, watching the movie, knowing that Bethany's family was all in the audience was amazing. So I can imagine for you, experiencing that and then actually being a part of the film.
I was sitting right next to her dad, who I play in the movie, and sometimes I just kind of just, instead of watching the movie, I just watch him, see how he reacted to it. And they were on the set for the entire time. And when I play somebody who's a real life person, I feel like I really have an added responsibility to try to get them right and try to give their point of view.
You never let go. You are incredibly brave, Bethany.
You know, there are people who love the water, but maybe they're afraid to go into the water because they've heard of a shark attack or for many reasons, but you have experienced that, encountered that, and yet you're still back in the water. What do you say to them? How do you overcome your fears?
Yeah, I guess fear is something that can really hold us back in life, and whatever it may be, you should just try to find a way to, you know, if it's something you're very passionate about, you just got to get out there and focus on having fun and not be worried, because shark attacks, for example, are just so rare, and you know, they're such beautiful creatures, and you know, it's not something that we should like live our life in fear of.
It's not going to be easy.
I don't need easy. I just need possible.
The greatest surfers, they know when the best waves are coming. You feel it. You have that gift too.
I know I'm not the first probably to draw this connection, but you played a character named Shark years ago, and you have a band called Shark, Jaws, yeah. And now this
Jaws.
film. So how do you feel? I talked to Bethany about it, but how do you, are you in awe of sharks? Do you like what are your thoughts on sharks?
I'm not a big fan of sharks. No, I'm not. My son actually named he was like 9 at the time, and he named our band, the Sharks. And I was just thankful he wasn't into dinosaurs. So he was past that. So that's how that came about. But I guess I've bumped up against some shark references in my time, haven't I?
And lots of sports references too, with being in sports movies. So you've done football, baseball, and when you watch surfers, what did you learn in doing this movie about what it takes to be that kind of athlete? And
it's tough. It's really, really tough. You know, it's a lot harder than learning how to ride a bicycle or throw a baseball. Just paddling out to get away is really a daunting task at first. You know, and requires a lot of strength, and you get tired. But once you actually stand up and ride one for more than 3 or 4 seconds, you get hooked on it. It's just a fantastic feeling.
Anna Sophia Robb plays you. She does a great job, but I'm sure you had to work with her quite a bit to say, this is what my life's like, this is what surfing is like. What was the relationship between you guys? How did you help her?
Yeah, well, when Anna Sophia found out she got the part, she came out to Hawaii, and my coach and I taught her how to surf. And, you know, we really just hung out and got to know each other, and for over 2 weeks, and she kind of just like picked my brain with a bunch of questions. She's a very smart girl, and she's very, you know, she really takes her roles and really, you know, discovers like the behind the actual role, and she's very just a talented actress. So she just worked hard, and you know, it's really amazing to see how well she did on the screen, and I really think she's the star.
Well, you know, you're a star all over the world. There are a lot of fans in Florida of yours, and I'm sure they want to know if you've surfed there and what you think of the surfing in Florida.
Yeah, well, I went to Florida actually to promote Soul Surfer recently, and I have surfed in Cocoa Beach area, and I actually got pretty fun waves on my last trip, and it was actually the highlight of my entire tour of the trip was we went to this tennis academy. So, because I think Florida's like the capital for like tennis.
IMG. Was it
IMG
Academy?
Academy.
Okay,
and it was incredible, and the team there was so fun, and tennis is like my side like fun sport, so I had a blast doing that, and yeah, I really enjoyed Florida.
I know some Tampa Bay fans are going to be curious if by starring in The Rookie, if you ever root for the Rays. They open up against Baltimore, so I didn't know if Tampa Bay fans...
I keep tabs on it.
Okay.
I do. I keep tabs on it to see what's going to happen. And the Rays are there, you know, and they're running, that's usually by the time I'm from Texas, so it's the Astros for me. I grew up in Houston. I mean, that's just the way it is. But once they're out of the running, I usually have to start switching loyalties. If the Rays are there, I